on my own. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames won't burn us.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm doing What If Deku was the Reincarnation of Iron Man Part 2. I'm sorry this took so long. I've just kind of been really tired lately because we had friends over for like 2 days straight. Because, they would come over and then they'd stay for like 10 hours and then they leave. And that went on for like 2 days. So after that, I was like really tired, so I couldn't get around to making videos because I was sore and tired because we'd be swimming the entire time. And, I was really tired after that, so I couldn't really get myself to make videos. And I know I should have done it. I'm almost at half 1,000 subscribers. I should definitely be thinking of this a lot more seriously and shouldn't be slacking off like this, but I'm sorry, I was tired. So I couldn't get myself around to start recording, so I'm very sorry about that. So I hope you guys forgive me. So yeah. Just know I'm gonna be lowering down the amount of videos I will be continuing because it's a little bit difficult for me because in case you guys have not noticed, I haven't done a continuation in... Hi there, plane, how you doing? This is one of the perks of being a YouTuber and living right next to an airfield. Planes, helicopters, jets, every single day. Bye! Okay, back to the thing. In case you guys haven't noticed, I haven't done a continuation in a long time. I think the last continuation I did was What If Deku was the Hulk Part 3, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it's not exactly my cup of tea to do continuations, but just know, I will be changing that. So every video I post from now on, if it gets 25 likes, I will be doing a continuation too. So say this video gets 25 likes by tomorrow, I will try and make a part 3 to this tomorrow, along with the Siren Head What If, which would really stink, but at the same time, it would be awesome, because that would be showing me that you guys really do care about my what ifs, and you guys love them. So, on to today's sponsor for this video, me. So make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, and while you're at it, United States of, smash the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this what if. So yeah, I will also be, having a poll up to see how many what ifs you guys want, continuation what ifs you guys want me to do. But right now, the ones at the top of my list is What If Deku was Doctor Strange, because that one is my second most liked video ever. It has almost 80, I think it has like 81 likes. Maybe it's 80 likes. I just checked and I've already forgotten. And my most liked video, What If Deku was a Transformer, actually has like 81 to 82 likes. So, it's soon to be passing. So, I gotta be doing part 2 to that. And for second, I got What If Deku was Siren Head. Don't worry, I know you guys have been requesting part 2. I will be making a part 2 to that. As I've seen the request, you guys want to see it. It will happen. And for the third one, will be what if Deku was the Reaper. It was another very popular what if. I think it's at like 83 or 53 likes, sorry. So yeah, I will be doing part 2 to that, awesome. And then, the rest is up to you. Either poll right now from those what ifs, or you can go over to the comment section and leave down what you want to see continued in the comment section. So yeah, let's get started. So where we left off was All Might asked Deku to become his successor, like take his quirk, and Deku, knowing that they have been making or focusing back on medical supplies or medical, this is one of the good things about living next to an airport while being a YouTuber. You got planes, 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 and more planes. And they always seem to show up while you're recording. It's like living next to a train, except it happens every single day. So yeah, back to the thing. I just got so sidetracked. So yeah, he tells All Might no, and he gives All Might his card, I guess you could say, and he tells All Might to go to this exact hospital and get his wound checked out. And All Might's like, what? I've gone to thousands of hospitals and seen hundreds of thousands of doctors, and not a single one of them has been able to fix this. I've had hundreds of surgeries done on it. And Deku says, don't worry. We are of the top of the medical chain. Top tier technology. Technology no one's seen before. We have medical supplies that could supply the world for several decades. We have billions of dollars in funds. We have thousands of workers, millions of workers. I'm pretty sure you haven't gone here. And, All Might's taking a closer look at the card and he realizes he hasn't gone to this place before. And All Might's like, alright, I'll give it a try. But the offer still stands. If they can't fix it, please take my quirk. And, Jarvis comes out and says, Master, this would be a very beneficial conductor right here, because his quirk is very, very strong. It has a few things that he didn't mention though. But you viewers have not read the comics most likely, so I will not spoil it. And yes, I can break the fourth wall. Don't worry. This is just one of my many abilities. And Deku's like, who were you talking to, Jarvis? And Jarvis is like, I wasn't talking to anyone. What do you mean? And Deku's like, you were just talking to, thin air. Is there someone there that I can't see? And Jarvis is looking around and he's like, no. I don't know what you're talking about, Master. And Deku's like, never mind. What were you saying? And then Jarvis is like, oh yeah, it will be very beneficial. And Deku's like, wait, you said there was something that he wasn't telling us. And Jarvis is like, what do you mean? And Deku's like, never mind. I guess if it comes down to that and our technology isn't good enough, I will accept your quirk. And All Might is like, splendid. And then Deku's like, I must get on my way. I have some blueprints I need to give to my mom. It's time to restart Stark Industries. And Deku walks away. All Might is wondering, like, what was Deku talking about? And he kind of thinks, and he remembers the name, Stark Industries. It was an old weapons, built, like an old weapons farm. It was a, industry that made weapons and sold them. And it also was, the house of the first quirkless superhero, who not only saved millions with his tech, but also killed thousands with his tech. So, All Might's like thinking, what does that kid have to do with him? And then All Might just kind of shrugs it off and walks away. So when Deku gets home, he goes straight to his mom. And Inko's just kind of working because ever since Deku, fixed his own heart problem, or for the time being, Inko has been going back to work. She's been concentrating on new medicines and trying to solve world hunger. She's trying to, spend this money on good things that her father, spent on weapons and suits. She loved her father. Like, she loved him to death. She loved him 1,000,000. But she didn't agree with what he used to spend his money on. So Deku comes in. Man, sorry. Man. Sorry, man. Gosh, I'm really stuffed up. Here, I'm gonna pause this real quick. But yeah, she didn't agree with it too much. Yeah, he saved lots of people, but at the same time, he killed lots of people with this tech. So, she didn't agree with that half and half type of scenario there. She believed that saving people should be of the topmost importance. So, Deku comes into her room and now Inko's like, welcome home, sweetie. Did you have a good day? And Deku says, Mom, this medicine company, like, what you've done with the company, yeah, it's earned us lots of money and it's saved lots of people, but I think we can do better. I say we go back to what Grandpa used to do. And then he puts the little blueprints on her table. And Inko's like, are you suggesting we make weapons? No. It's not happening, Deku. Maybe when I'm gone, but as long as I'm alive, I will not make another weapon. And Deku says, hold on. This isn't a weapon, Mom. This is a security/protocol droid. This thing could protect thousands of people. And then Inko's like, how many lives would it take? How many, Deku? And, okay, so I had someone point this out. When I'm saying Deku, like, say, Inko is calling him Deku, that's not true. She's actually calling him a Zuku. But I'm just saying Deku because it's a lot easier. Alright, so just clearing that up. So, when I say Deku, imagine a Zuku, except for Bakugo. Bakugo will always call him Deku, no matter what. So yeah, Deku is like, Mom, there is too much injustice in this world for you to be like this right now. This thing could save lives more than your medicine could save. Because right now, the villains are on the rise, and the hero committee isn't able to stop it. What's coming will not be good for the heroes. The hero society will not be able to take the new wave of villains that will be coming. I've been having Jarvis examine the villain scenario every single day. And he has told me that villains, like the number of villains, increases by 5% every month. That's almost 50 new villains every month. And can you imagine what kind of quirks these people may have? One of them may have the quirk to destroy the world, and we wouldn't know it. This is why I say we create this. I call it SI, but that's SI stands for Stark Industries. Because this will be a new generation of Stark Industries. Yes, we can keep the medical chain going, but we need more than that, Mom. These security droids not only have the potential to disarm, restrain, and or kill a villain, but they also have the potential to save hundreds of thousands of lives that the heroes are unable to save. Every day, a power-hungry individual joins the hero program. Think about it. How many people do you think are hungry for money and they join the hero program? How many, Mom? How many? They won't do a thing if villains start rioting. They won't do a thing if a villain robs a bank. They won't do a thing if they take someone hostage. And this right here will take their place. This thing will do what police and heroes can't do. This thing will be the one to fight alongside heroes and or fight for heroes. This is the thing that will save society from the apocalypse. No, from the war that is soon to come. I don't want this society to fall, but I know from the logistics and all of the research that I have done, the villains are gaining in numbers, and heroes will not be able to match it in come enough time. Sorry, what happened? Where was I? So, come enough time. What do you say? And Deku's mom is like, fine, you win. I will allow you to make these things. From that day forward, Deku would be not only training to become stronger, but he would be helping his mom, or he would be doing most of the work, but he'd be helping his mom create the size. Have a rowdy quirk user. These things will be able to do what the heroes cannot. One of these things has the power of the 8th best hero. And soon, these things will be able to be your personal security. This world will never feel safer than it does with Sai around. Back to the story. So, immediately Deku starts working on this. But one day, a while, Deku is in the workshop working on this, a study group comes in. Because sometimes Inca will allow, people who are studying in robotics and, just science classes to, come in and tour the place. So one day, a class comes in. Deku's not paying much mind to it, but then a girl with brown hair walks up. And she's like, "Hi, did you get lost from your group?" And Deku looks over and says, "No." "Oh, sorry. It's because, we look around the same age. I am Izuku Midoriya. I am actually the chief engineer of these things right here." And then Uraraka's like, What are they? "I thought ever since quirks popped up, robotics has been in the ground." And Deku's like, "It was. Weapons were no longer useful when it comes down to quirks. And my grandfather used to think weapons were everything. They were the whole reason we're rich right now. Then my mom decided to give it all up. But I will be reinstating Stark Industries and our newest security / protocol model, the Sai." And Uraraka's like, "Wow." And then Deku's like, "Oh, you never said your name." And Uraraka's like, "Oh, my name is Uraraka." And Deku's like, "That's a nice name. Well, I gotta get back to work. Hope to see you around, Uraraka." So Deku starts, messing with, the keyboard, and she sees him put, behind his back, pull out a chip and put it into the robot. Or into, the computer. And then he starts typing. Uraraka doesn't pay much notice to it because, she didn't think it was worth, noting. So she goes back to her study group, or her group, and they leave. Deku, without his mom knowing, put a security protocol into it. This protocol is called Order 66. In this order, all droids under its direct influence are to stop what they're doing and follow all orders given by the protocol giver. Say, in a scenario where someone, they're in an all-out battle, and a key spot is being overrun. Deku or Inko could give the order and control the robots or give them a direct order to go to that location and prevent the overrun. So that's kind of like the whole thing of this protocol, or this order. And you guys may notice that order from Star Wars, where Palpatine, or Chancellor Palpatine, gave the order to eliminate all Jedi. So when I first said it, you guys may have thought, oh, that's an order to be given to take out all heroes. But no, it's not exactly that. But Deku has an order for everything. Say he gets too power hungry or something, which won't happen. But say that does happen, Inko could give an order where all the droids would turn against Deku, and he would no longer be able to control them. And Deku would be stripped of his, basically, CEO of Stark Industries. And any will that Inko wrote that had Deku getting Stark Industries would be rewritten so Deku would not get Stark Industries. And there's also a order that is given when bad riots are broken out everywhere. This order would be given to basically put droids everywhere. Every block you would have at least 5 of these protocol droids. Or security droids, whatever. And then there's also an order that, yes, if heroes were to become, say, villainish or bad in their morals, these droids would turn against the heroes and strip them of all their power. Like, first off, Jarvis would hack into all government databases and remove them from power. So police would have the right to arrest heroes. The droids would have, and the police could also kill them if necessary. And the droids would be given all rights to restrain, unarm, and kill any heroes that refuse to accept the order. So yeah, back to the story. So Deku put this chip in, and it gave the protocol droids their protocols. So if something were to happen, like heroes get rowdy, this is what that order would be given. And I'm going to call that order, it's never going to be used, but I'm going to give that order Order 78. So yeah, and then the order where Deku is bad is Order 99. And you guys can give other orders. Like, in the comment section, go ahead and leave other orders that in the comment section. So, like an order where all droids would have to go out and buy Inko a hamburger. You know, there can be that order or something else. So you guys let your imaginations run wild. So yeah, I need to get back to the story. So, the 9 months is up, and Deku is, walking to the thing with a personal escort of 2 size. And I'm going to say in this 9 months, UA actually contacted Stark Industries because their current robot producer isn't able to produce any robots as of right now because, there's lately been some more riots than usual on their facilities, like near their facilities, and that has been damaging their input and output of goods. So their trucks would have to drive directly through the riots. And this would not only damage the goods, but it could possibly injure their personnel. So they're not able to give the robots to UA. So UA, like Principal Nezu, came directly to this place, and he bought like the UA entrance exam robots directly from them. So this thing right here, I'm gonna say is the 1, 2, and 3 pointer. And the 1 pointer is not even dangerous. It only focuses on defense. The number 2, the 2 pointer, only attacks when it has to. It'll attack, but it doesn't attack too often. And then the 3 pointer attacks all the time, blocks all of your hits, and is very difficult to take down. So yeah. And the 0 pointer is still the same 0 pointer. So yeah. So Deku is, walking up the stairs, and he sees Bakugo. And literally, Bakugo has to have a pouch on. Because in case you guys don't remember, Deku kinda gave him an inability to produce children. After what Jarvis decided would be the best course of punishment. So, Bakugo literally has a, what do they call it? Where you have to have it over your balls to protect them? I forgot. But that's what he has over his balls. So, if someone were to kick him in the balls, it won't do any more damage. And he also had to have, I'm going to say, 2 surgeries done. Because there were literally pieces of his nut, kind of floating around his balls. So every time he moved, it sounded like a, what do they call it? A rattle. Okay, I gotta stop. And also, Bakugo kind of has trouble walking. He has to kind of waddle. So yeah. So Deku kind of chuckles, and Bakugo hears it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you back." And he just kind of waddles inside. And Deku's like, he really shouldn't be taking this test after what you did to him, Jarvis. And Jarvis kind of pops out, and he's like, "You are correct, sir." Huh, what an idiot. Huh, guys? And Deku's like, "You did it again, Jarvis." And Jarvis is like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And Deku's like, "Oh my gosh, do you have short-term memory loss?" And Jarvis is like, "No, it doesn't look like it, sir." And Deku's like, whatever. And then Deku walks back up the stairs. So Deku gets first place on the test because he not only had his brilliant mind that's even smarter than Tony Stark himself, who was able to build a suit in a cave out of limited materials. But he was also able to stop someone who could melt, bend, and break metal, iron, etc. He was able to beat that guy using his intellect. So yeah. He's not only, smarter than him, but he also has Jarvis, who has access to basically the world's technology. That's literally Jarvis's power. He's able to combine, bring technology to life. Like, say a computer was sitting in front of you, like, that's what you're watching it on. Jarvis would be able to turn that computer into a robot. Kind of like a transformer, but not exactly. And then he can also, I'm not going to say it. That's an ability for later use. Okay, back to the story. So, Deku's like, whatever. And he starts walking up to the stairs. So, sorry. Ugh. So, Deku got first place on all the tests. So, now it's on to the actual exam part. Like, the fighting the robots. So, Deku basically kind of has a cheat card, if you think about it. He is able to shut down whatever robot he wants. Like, he's just able to shut it down, and that will count as a point. So, Mike says start, and Deku's, running through, just shutting down robot after robot. In the first couple minutes, he already has, 50 to 60 points. And he's just shutting down robots. And then, eventually, he comes across one defective one. It's a 3-pointer that is defective. And Deku's like, oh no, this might be bad. Don't worry, Jarvis, I shouldn't need your help. So, Deku, puts on his suit and starts to, fly towards it. And then he punches it, and the droid is, not even moving. And then it just slaps Deku into a wall. And Deku's like, okay, that's kind of difficult. And he gets up, and he uses his repulsors and blasts 2 holes into it. The robot's still standing, and it launches at Deku, and, starts punching the crap out of Deku, breaking small little pieces off of his armor. And Deku's like, okay, this might get bad. So Deku blasts a hole, because Deku knows the weak spots to it. So, yeah. So he blasts it in its weak point again. So he's already shot it 3 times in 3 of its weak points. And then Deku punches it, right in the jaw, basically. Right in, let me see here. Right in this point. He punches it. So, Deku starts punching it in the stomach, and then he decides he wants to finish it. So he grapples onto the robot, he launches up into the air, and then he charges up his, chest thing. His, I forgot what it's called. His arc reactor. He starts charging it up, and then, the robot's, the robot senses the large amount of energy coming from the kid, so he starts, punching the crap out of Deku, just trying to escape. And then Deku unleashes the charge in one giant blast from his chest, destroying, creating a giant hole in the robot. And then, it destroys the robot's power core. And then the robot shuts down. Deku drops it, and it falls on top of another robot. And Deku's like, yikes. That's almost 20 grand down the drain. Oof, yikes. Looking at everyone else destroying these things. Oof, that's almost... Let me go ahead and do some calculating. Yikes, that's 100 grand down the drain. No. Almost 300 grand of robots destroyed. Well, at least we're getting paid good money for this. Because that's a lot of wasted robots. So then, Deku, he's looking around, and he sees a girl trapped under rubble. And he sees the 0-pointer, the one that he didn't create. And Deku's like, oh, crap. and he notices the robot's about to crush her. And Deku's like, okay, I don't have enough time to get there. My wings can't get me there in time. So then Deku tells Jarvis to execute Order 66. And then the level 1 and 2 robots become as strong as the level 3s. No, basically, they become level 5s. And, people start getting knocked, KO'd everywhere. You could be destroying robots. The next second, you're on the ground crying. Because you just got your butt handed to you. And then Deku tells Jarvis to order all of them to attack the robot. And he tells Jarvis to get one of them to get the girl and bring him to this location. And that's where he would have been by the time the robot would have crushed her. So all the robots start using their boosts on their feet and flying towards the robot. And they're all attacking and all the heroes in the thing are watching this and they're like, what is happening? And Principal Nezu is like, okay, what's up with these robots? I think it has something to do with that kid in the air. But I'm not totally sure. I just thought I saw him messing with the robots. So then all the robots start attacking the big one, the 0-pointer. And Deku's like, no, the robots are the 0-pointer is swinging its giant hand around, trying to smash the little ones. And it does end up destroying at least 20 of them. And, Deku's like, dang, that's a waste. Oh, well. And then, all of them start, kind of breaking into the robot and start tearing up its insides. And, one of the robots gets to Uraraka and says, "Are you okay, madam? My master has given the order to save you. You are one very lucky individual, as this person is a very, very wealthy person, and a very, very intelligent one. Once again, you are very, very lucky. Very lucky." And, Uraraka is like, what? Who is this person? And the robot's like, you have not heard of him? His name is... And then the robot's about to put its foot down, and he's like... And then the robot's... the 0-pointer is about to put its foot down. And the robot is like, oh no, that is not good. And he, with one hand, he picks up the rubble and throws it at its foot. And then grabs Uraraka and says, I'm bringing you to him now. And he, starts flying and then boosts to where Deku is. And Deku's like, are you okay? And, Uraraka is like, oh, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, wait, I remember you. And Uraraka is like, oh, I remember you too. You're the kid from, the place. And Deku, just kind of sits there the place? It's called Stark Industries. And, she's like, oh yeah, Stark Industries. And Deku just kind of slaps his face, and he's like, ugh, gosh. So much for becoming popular. Ugh, gosh. And then Deku's like, don't worry, I'll get you to a medical droid now. And then, the droid, all of Deku's protocol droids tore up the inside of the 0-pointer. And the 0-pointer falls to the ground. And Deku's like, alright, that's one problem handled. Now I'll have to deal with not only the legal issues about breaking our terms of conduct, but I also have to deal with the Hero Society blackmailing me for this. Ugh, gosh. So Deku brings her to a droid, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it off here, because this has been a long enough episode. Very long episode. So, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.